Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello. Welcome to the first episode of the Product 12 podcast, we're calling it.
That is right.
Yes.
That is what we have decided.
Mm-hmm. You may be wondering why it is called the Product 12 podcast, not something to do with New Horizon Media. That is because we've been in the progress of switching over to Product 12 as our new name, simply because we like the name better, and it means more to us because we all met in 2014, and therefore...
2014?
Or
2012.
2012.
Yeah, 2012.
That's why we're called Product 12.
What are you talking about?
We all met in 2012,
2012.
and that is why we are the product of 2012. So Product 12 is what we're going to be going by. We haven't switched over yet just because we're in the process of, working out logos and that kind of stuff and trying to get it to look decent.
Yeah, so
By
if
the
you're
way-
watching this podcast, you have a little sneak peek into
The
what
voice
the future
you're
holds.
hearing is
Yeah, I guess we
Tristan.
didn't introduce ourselves. I am Tristan Tilma. I am one of the four guys of Product 12. To my right, I have Jared Somerville. Jared, you can go ahead and say hi.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jared Somerville.
Yeah, hello. And then this is over here is Hunter Latchuk to my left. Yeah.
Yes, my name is Hunter Latchuk, one of the four.
Not present, because obviously there's three of us. Not
There is
present.
three of
we
us.
There's Zach Lekic,
Big man.
Big man.
He's away in Lethbridge doing his big studies, big brain, big
yeah,
knowledge.
like an absolute mega Chad.
Yeah, while we're here in the basement doing this.
That is
Oh,
correct.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, we all met in 2012, as I said, and we've always had a shared passion of filmmaking and that kind of stuff. We've been making a couple of films over the last couple of years uploading to YouTube. You may have seen our first project with, I guess, would have been Blue Bag 2.
Blue Bag 2, that was the first official one that we used New Horizon Films at the time.
Yes.
Attached to it. And then we changed it again to New Horizon Media by the time we did Doggone. And I guess in the next couple months it'll be changed again. But it's still at the time. Right now, New Horizon
We're in
Media.
the incubation phase of doing what we're
if-
doing.
So to you viewers and listeners,
We
you're
are
the
transitioning. We're
Yes.
getting it all down.
Yes.
Still got stuff to do, but
Figuring
we're
it
getting
out.
Yeah.
I guess I lied. I guess our first short film would have been the Shanking Games.
That is
Facts. It's
Well,
actually
very
on the
true.
channel, so if you want to see our very first Abomination, we made it when we were... Fuck, how old were we?
12?
12. We were in grade 7. It was 2014. We were about 12. Either
Yeah.
12 or
true.
13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The very first film we ever made, it was a big team of us. I'm not going to lie. It was for like a school
It's
project.
probably the biggest team we've had on any project.
Yeah. Ever since, yeah. We didn't know what
Honestly.
the hell to make. It was for a school project in grade 7, and the Hunger Games was big at the time,
Yeah.
and we decided to go with the Hunger Games. Or the Shanking Games.
Yeah, made a mimic of it.
Wait,
A
no.
moth.
The Shanking
The Shanking Games was
Hunger
the-
Pains.
It was the Hunger Pain. No. It was the Shanking Games first, and then our teacher told us it was too much. It was too violent of a title. So we're like, all right, fine.
Oh, that's right. They changed
Yeah.
the Hunger Pains.
It was
Hunger
yeah,
Pains.
it was the Hunger
baby.
Pains.
Hunger
yeah.
Pains, yes.
I still have the DVD and the case.
That's right. I made
somewhere.
DVDs.
I have a DVD too, actually. I do.
It's somewhere in my house.
That film was so fucked. It was fucked.
It was
Like,
fun though.
I still have the camera. Oh, I should have. I need to. For the next week, I'm gonna put my very first camera on the table.
Oh.
It's a relic. I still have it. It's actually over there.
Things like ancient.
It's beautiful.
It's
Yeah.
like
Uh,
for 2014 too. Like that thing's garbo. That thing is garbage.
Yeah, the quality of that, it doesn't look that great.
And we edited on iMovie on the school computers because none of us had computers. So the only time we had to edit it was like during like either recess or during the classes where we would have the school computers provided to us, and then we would just sneak in time to edit it on iMovie that was built into the computers.
Yeah.
And
I love it.
we finished it, and it was it was something.
Yeah.
We actually dedicated a whole weekend to shooting that, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was great.
It was
because-
cold.
And to date, still the longest short film we've ever made.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
It was like 14
14 minutes.
There's no
14
fucking
to
way.
15 minutes.
Hold up.
Absolutely, it's
Hold
the
up.
longest.
Anyway,
checking.
while he's looking that up, My greatest memory from filming that one was that in the film I used the banana as a weapon, and the banana over like the subsequent 3 days started to diminish very badly after being used as a weapon.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt you.
right.
We have Beth, 5 minutes 9 seconds. Doggone, 6 minutes. Hunter's Film Bantos, 2 minutes. Special Delivery, almost 7. Hitman Hotline was like 6 minutes, if I remember correctly. Blue Bag Conversation, 7 minutes. How do I really count this, that? 14 minutes! Wow! You're right.
Longest,
It's still our longest film.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that we've ever made.
That's funny. That's actually really funny.
Start out big, man.
Yeah.
Start out big.
Start out big, and hey, we're making it now.
It
is good. It's good. Look at that. Look at that quality. Oh, there we are, the boy.
Damn. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was our first short film. In the subsequent following years, we've made I think, better.
I hope so.
I think much better.
Unless if you
Much
if you are out there and you do think this is our best work, please let us know, and I'm
Yeah.
excited to hear why.
Gotta love it. The houses in the
I
background.
forgot you were hanging out with Kale that day.
Well, it was because
And he was-
we shot over a weekend,
Yeah.
and Kale and me were hanging out for that one day, and so he gets killed off instantly because
Yeah,
we were
'cause
like,
he's
Kale
not
will
gonna-
only be here for
he's
the
not
one
gonna
day.
be
We're
here for,
shooting
like,
tomorrow,
Yeah.
so
He dies
killed
yeah,
him
literally
off, yeah.
Like, instantly.
5 seconds. In
Like,
5
he's-
seconds.
No, I don't want audio.
I
So
mean-
yeah, there's you, and Kale is like he's right there.
Okay.
Karate pose and everything. I
Oh
love
my
to because
God.
if you watch, he runs into the middle, stops, and then
And
gets
just
killed.
dies.
and like he just stops and waits for a second and
like-
kind of just does this without grabbing anything, and then just
Who's gonna kill me? Like, come on.
Yeah, because he's over there on the left,
he's on the
and he
left.
runs in. He's just like, what's going on?
Is someone gonna kill me?
Who fucking kills
I
him?
honestly think I just shove him over or something like that.
Oh
I think it's Jared L.
yeah, Lamontagne.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. God, this
kills
is
him and runs. This is gold.
it is gold.
Yeah.
Classic.
Look at that quality, man.
Can't even tell what's happening.
You could tell when it was the next morning because it was literally
Night
the next
shooting,
morning.
baby.
Yeah, literally.
So brutal, so brutal.
Man.
That was 2014, and then we fast forward to like
2014
to 2020, pretty much.
20. When was
Yeah, we
Blue
actually
Bag
took
2?
Blue Bag 2 was 2020. It was in July of 2020.
July of
break.
2020.
That was a big break between us making anything. Obviously,
I know,
we had.
Obviously, I did some-
1812.
Yeah, we made like a bunch.
I
of
wasn't
school
actually part of that.
projects.
No.
I mean, we did make a bunch of like
Little random
little
stuff.
minis, like mini short films, like 30-second long. Like we throughout high school, we did a lot of fun, just silly.
We did a meme page.
Yeah,
We focused on
we did a
making
meme
memes.
page throughout high school.
What?
The
You don't know
boys.
goddamn
The goddamn boys. That was
The goddamn
post high
girls.
school.
No,
No,
we
it
did
was
it in
not.
like
That was
grade
like
12.
Grade 12.
Was it?
Yeah.
I just remember us shit posting on it post high school.
We made a lot of
We
post
made
shit-
we
post shit-
we
shit
posted
posts.
a lot in grade 12.
Yeah.
So that's like we created
I just remember a lot of the
grade
memes was
12.
during the Thanksgiving trip.
But that's
Yeah.
the thing is we got like that's what I'm saying is we took a lot of videos of ourselves doing silly shit and
Yeah.
like made a lot of like stupid little films
Yeah,
throughout like that time.
random little skits.
Yeah.
Like throughout, like between
that's the word.
like our very first, like the very first film that is just like it's on the channel just so you can watch, but it's not like an official. It's garbage. Between that and Blue Bag 2, like for example, I did like the music videos. That are
Yeah, you did a lot of schoolwork.
Our school
Yeah.
put together, so they had like end of year music videos, and our teachers were like, "Hey, you know, we think you know what you're doing. Can you help us with this?" And I'm just like, "I guess." They were fucking awful. They're still on the channel if you want to watch them because they have like, lots of views and apparently a lot of people like them.
yeah.
Well,
Madagascar
it's just more for
production.
like the family.
It's more for the families and the alumni and teachers who want to reminisce, and then I totally respect that. So I'm not really keen on deleting him. See with Madagascar. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that was.
Madagascar.
Hey man,
42,000 views.
those are acting days.
Yeah.
Our acting days. Yes, yes.
Look at that though, 42K views.
I know. It's our
That's actually kind of mad.
28 on the
42.
other one.
yeah.
good.
The
That's
senior
pretty
show
good.
has more views.
Yeah.
It's because Because
Because
we're
it's
in it.
seniors.
Yeah.
Because we're fucking in it.
I
I mean, I was in both shows, I think.
you were more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't have. I didn't have
you
a
were
background.
both because there wasn't.
Nobody can do more.
I was
than
so.
that.
I'm not gonna lie. I was so bummed out when I
Big
found out
6-foot boy.
when.
I'm more.
So in our final year of high school, because we were all performing arts kids, so we did like the musicals and whatnot.
I mean,
In grade 11, we did Grease, which was hype. It was hype. Hunter showed up once in a while.
I was there for.
Dude.
I think the final performance, I was literally in two dancing scenes.
Dude, in between
Grease
Iron
Lightning.
Banner week, you knew Hunter was there, man. Come on.
The only time I showed up was when I knew we were rehearsing Grease Lightning, and then I had to show up for the fucking ballroom one because I had a dance partner for it.
Yeah.
So if I didn't show up, then I let one of the other
Yeah,
people down.
she couldn't rehearse either.
Yeah.
Who was your, wasn't your partner Tony?
I'm pretty sure it was,
No,
was it Jasmine?
It was
Oh, it was Eden.
Eden. Right?
Yeah, it was Eden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What a
it was
time.
me and Eden.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't have any dance sponsor because I
'Cause
was
you
I was singing, baby.
You were
I
Johnny
was just-
Casino.
I was just in the background, man. I was just hanging out. I was there for a good time,
Yeah.
not a long time.
And then you just didn't show up the next year later, which you're lucky you didn't, because yeah, we did Madagascar,
I did
which
not
kind
wanna do
of
that.
fucking pissed all of us off.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just like confusing for like a high school doing like. Don't get me wrong, Madagascar is a great movie, but it essentially has zero plot.
Yeah.
He's like, I want to go to the wild. He goes to the wild. And then he's like, that was cool. I'm going to go home now.
He just starts
Goes home now.
losing his mind.
Yeah,
Reminiscing on it.
it's just
it was
it's
fun.
a fun kids movie.
Like it was.
you don't turn it into a high school play. Like
Okay,
that's
but no,
just,
No.
the play. It was fun. Like looking back on it, I was like, yeah, we had a good time.
of course we had a good time because we were just fucking around with our friends.
Yeah.
But still, it's a odd choice for a group of like 18-year-old adults to be like, all right, you're gonna play Mort the fucking like lemur. I'm like, okay, cool, thanks.
And then literally just get pushed around on a little
Literally,
cart thing the whole time. Like,
I'm out here singing like
what was your give the camera and the people your lines?
I don't know. It was literally
It was
just,
literally just yeah, it was just Screech.
it was literally that kind of bullshit. But fucking. It was ridiculous. We were out here doing. I like to move it, and then going home and just drinking. Like we're adults. Like we were 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
Why are you making us do this? Give us something a little bit more fun. Like Grease would have been better to do in our senior
Yeah, so
year.
that's why we were all so bummed out when we found out. Like, I was bummed out at least. The year after us, we were already graduated. They did Rock of Ages.
Yeah, the Rock of Ages play, which
and
is
I
like,
thai was so hype.
that's sick as
Yeah.
hell. We
And
did,
then
like,
when you
rock
and I went to
songs.
go watch it, I was just in the audience pissed. I was like, dude, what is going on?
would've been a lot
This
more
looks
fun.
insane.
Would have
Like,
been a lot more fun.
there was giant banners, like silhouettes of people, like my old classmates. And I was like, what the fuck? It was cool. It was dope.
Yeah, it was. They did a good job.
Yeah.
They're doing Anne of Green Gables this year.
I heard of that, yeah.
It's kind of
It's
interesting.
wild.
But anyway, back to topic because we've gone off a little
yeah.
off topic here for the last like
Next
20 minutes.
film that we did.
I guess it was Blue Bag. That was the
Blue Bag
next
2
thing.
was
Well,
the
yeah.
next
Blue
big
Blue
main-
Bag 2 was fun. It was a good time. It was like I would after graduation between 2019 and 2020, I was dying to finally like start to actually make something before actually going into film school because I knew I wanted to go into film school for so long. Like probably in grade 8. I was like, yeah, I want to go into film school. That'd be so cool. That'd be sick. I had my eyes on Toronto. I had my eyes on Vancouver. But then I realized I'm poor. I can't afford that. So let's just stay in Calgary and go to SAIT. But COVID happened. Fuck you, COVID. And I didn't want to do online classes. So I held off for 2 years. I'm in school now. It's pretty chill. But in that time, I wanted to make something, but I didn't have the resources or the crew to make something. So I'm sitting there by myself because I was still unsure what these two fuckers at the time were doing.
I was like, I really want to go to film school. That would be hype. That'd be sick. And then I went to culinary school for 2 years, and there you go.
That's, yeah. So
That's a big change in thought process,
Well,
but-
we love it. I
Yeah.
mean, it does make
So-
sense because you did work in kitchens for how long, so...
Yeah, I spent most of my time in working in
So
kitchens.
I don't know if I've ever explained this, but buddy Ryan Gorley, I saw like I was buddies with Ryan. Him and I worked together. Like we worked together at McDonald's at the time, so I knew him. I knew what he was doing. I knew what he was up to, and I saw that he made that little short, The Blue Bag, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And I was like thinking the whole time, like, man, I think me and Ryan should do something. That'd be so hype. That'd be tight. So one day I was like, fuck it. I texted him. I was like, dude, I think we should totally make something. We just collab together and just pump something out, make something dope, have some fun with it. And he was like, that sounds sick. What should we do? And I was just like, I don't know. I'll come back. I'll get back to you on that. So give me like 3-4 days. And then I proposed the idea of a follow-up to his last film, The Blue Bag. The Blue Bag. That's what I mean. And then I'm like, it's more of an action film. You know, we'll have some fun with it. We don't have to take it too seriously. You know, because at the end of his first one, it's more of like, oh, what the hell is this chip? Why? What is going on? So I'm like, I guess it's something to go off of. We don't have to think of anything brand new. We can just make a sequel. You know, people like that shit. You know, modern filmmaking as it is. And then we did. And then he got his stuff together, and I got my stuff together. I brought my buddies in, and then we needed actors, of course. So then I was like, hey, I know people who act because I was in performing arts. I know some people. So I texted, Jacob Hill, Sebastian Solomon, got those guys in. I think they did very well. Mm-hmm. In hindsight, when we look back on it, I was actually watching it the other day, and I was like, Sebastian is literally an 18-year-old playing a mob boss.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got what we got.
In retrospect, there's definitely lots of things that we could have changed to make it better, obviously.
Oh, for sure.
But
like at the time,
for the time, what we had as resources, what we wanted to do, it's pretty good.
At the time, we have to remember, we made Blue Bag 2. Ryan had yet to go to film school. I had yet to go to film school. We were all still brand new to the whole aspect of filmmaking. We were mostly not sure of how a lot of aspects in the filmmaking world worked, but we just wanted to make something.
Oh yeah,
and we did.
Absolutely.
Like when I watch it now, I'm just like, oh yeah. Like we shot with 2 completely different cameras and 2 completely different picture profiles and color shit. Like we shot with a Canon, we shot with Sony. One was shot in log, one was not shot in log. It was.
Yeah, we didn't understand that.
Yeah.
We didn't have the knowledge of what you do now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I still love it. I'm like, that was the first thing we went really in on. It was fun. I'm happy I got to do it with Ryan. I had a really good time. And then for Zach actually proposed the idea initially. Be like, are we gonna make a third one of this? A lot of us are like, what the fuck are you talking about? No. And then we kind of took it seriously. We're like, wait, should we? I mean, it'd be kind of fun. Because personally, I like the idea of having a lot of just going in, having a good time, not trying to take yourself too seriously. I mean, there's definitely the times to take your film seriously when it comes to the story and the thematic elements and whatnot.
Yeah.
But for the Blue Bag, just go all in, just have fun. You don't have to just have people shooting each other, dude. Like, why not? I mean, a lot of people love. Why not?
Yeah.
So then I went back to Ryan. I was like, so what are we doing after this? He was like, well, I think I'm going to do something with the Alex character. And I was like, okay. And then he did. He wanted to do more, but then stuff happened with COVID, so it kind of just got scrapped after that, which is unfortunate. But then the initial plan was he was going to make something with Alex. We were going to make something with Will. And then after the Will and Alex standalone films came out, we'd come back together and make Blue Bag 3, which is I guess the only way to compare it to would be an Avengers fucking film or something like that.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
3-part series.
Obviously, I think we were too ambitious. Looking back at it,
yeah,
would have been cool. I mean, every once in a while,
it's hard to pull off action without a good set of VFX skills.
Well,
or
without
the necessary resources to do it. Right?
Yeah, that
especially
too.
at that time, because like
Pulling
that's
off a military
obviously-
setting is very difficult.
Yeah.
It costs a lot of money.
Exactly.
A lot of shit
I mean,
goes
like,
into it.
Totally.
The most we had was like a couple costumes and outfits that look military-esque, and then we
But then
have
you throw an 18-year-old kid in this military-esque costume,
Yeah.
and he
With
just
the-
looks even more
yeah,
goofy.
and then we also have all of our airsoft guns, which we have been getting like. I don't even. We've bought so many airsoft guns. It's a whole
yeah, but we have a
episode.
bunch of props, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
that doesn't really matter if we can't make it look effective. Then it doesn't really work. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why we are kind of staying away from action for right now, at least.
I
because-
still like every once in a
hard.
while when I like get writer's block, which is really, really often. I can't write. I don't do that. But when I do want to come up with a story, when I do want to come up with a story, I'm just like, well, it'd be fun to do. It'd be fun to do. Yeah, something action based. Yeah, I don't want to. I try and keep my mind off that.
Yeah.
So then I write a drama, and I'm like, yeah, that drama was cool and all, but then I would need a serious act, like a really good actor. I can't just get a mediocre actor or something like that.
Yeah.
So like,
Well, you also
fuck.
can just start out with what you have, man. Like,
Yeah.
you can't take yourself too serious. If you take yourself too serious, then you can't make any content, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you just keep being like, oh well, I can't do this because I don't have this, and it's like, well, then you're never gonna
Like-
get anything filmed.
Back to like the Blue Bag follow-ups, I was working on the Blue Bag 3. No, it wasn't Blue Bag 3. I was working on the Will script for like 2 months. 2 straight months I was dedicated to this Will standalone script. And Will, the character Will, was played by our buddy Jacob Hill. Jacob, if you're listening, love you. Anywho, I got that script to like, I think it was like 70 pages. No. Maybe it was like 50 pages. I got that script really big, and I don't know why. And I realized I was digging myself in a huge hole with how long I got this script
I never
in.
read this script.
Me neither.
What are you talking about? We totally read about this together.
I-
Read this.
50 pages.
50
It
pages?
was a big script.
I never read 50 pages.
Really?
No, what?
Oh my god, no, yeah, I'll have to show you guys. But yeah, I got to a really big script, and I'm just sitting there, I was like, dude, this isn't even a short film anymore. What am I fucking doing? This needs to be like 10 pages max.
It happens. I mean, you
And
get
then it
just
all
carried
fell
away.
through. But, you know, that's just how it goes. I mean, will we make, like, will Ryan or me or both of us, or will we dive into that world again? I don't know. Probably not. But I will say it was a cool idea to, like, try and formulate our own
Multiverse.
version of a cinematic universe, but on the smaller screen on YouTube.
Yeah.
As like he's doing his things, we're doing our things, we come together to do the big thing, but they're all still interlinked, and we can make like another side film where maybe like the one character from like Sebastian's character from Blue Bag could show up in. I thought that idea was super cool. I was all in for it. I was like, that sounds tight. That'd be so fun. Just to build like a little YouTube cinematic universe. That'd be so cool. It still is cool.
Aside from the fact that Sebastian gets shot in the head with a sniper rifle, but yeah.
Yeah.
Prequels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prequels.
Prequel, sorry, I forgot.
But you also got to remember, if you don't see the person die on screen,
If we go,
they didn't
if
die.
we go any further in time, it's just going to be a baby in a gangster suit.
Honestly. The only way we can go from that is progressing further in time.
Yeah.
Sebastian's gotten a lot older.
it has been over 2 years. So if we did want to make a Blue Bag 3, like actually, Ryan, if you're listening, if we did want to do a Blue Bag 3, we could we could get Sebastian, right? He has like a robotic
It's not gonna
eye.
work
He's
out.
coming back for vengeance.
It's not
But
gonna work.
it's
out.
like some Fast and Furious 7 type stuff where he's hunting down the crew. Like he wants to fucking
we move.
kill them.
We move forward, onwards and
I'm sure.
upwards.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. It was
Past
fun.
our-
Speaking of onwards and upwards, I guess basically what gave us our push to be right now, like take a bit more serious and come together more than we have been over the last couple of years, was entering into the Okotoks Film Festival for a 48-hour film festival,
Yeah.
which we ended up producing Doggone for, and we ended up taking home the Audience Choice Award for that, which is pretty fun. And that's kind of really what is pushing us now further.
It was kind of like the spark that lit the
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
It was like reignited it. The
Yeah.
fire was always there, but we were kind of like confused on what to
Well,
do.
it was like dimmed down because when we did that, it was right after I finished my first year of school, of film school at SAIT.
But we were like, up to that point, we were like, after Blue Bag 2, we were always kind of like,
We knew we wanted
we
to do
had
something.
ideas, like we wanted to continue film, like
Yeah.
like
We had a lot of scripts.
ideas, we had scripts, like,
between
we just
20
never planned anything.
Between
Goodness,
Blue
guys.
Bag 2 and Doggone, the amount of fucking scripts that have filled up our Discord, our Google Drive, our chat boxes, our texts, our Snapchat group chat. Like literally, we have gotten so many scripts either started, partially completed, or just scrapped.
Yeah.
Only a couple were finished and just never produced.
Yeah.
Like I wrote a Last of Us fan film. I still like the script, but obviously like
It's kind of hard to do that now with the
Yeah.
name of Last of Us or anything.
that
related
actually
to-
Well-
pissed me off when I
Well, not even just the name of Last of Us, but to like pull off a post-apocalyptic, like you know what it's like to have to
Yeah.
make a scene look
That is
post-apocalyptic.
very true. You were on set of the actual TV show.
Yeah.
So,
Trying
Yeah.
to mimic that into all like just a cheap way is
no chance. That's why when I wrote the script, like that when I wrote the
hard.
fan film for The Last of Us, I made sure it was exclusively in a forest.
yeah.
But then again, I'm just, like now I'm thinking like, dude, how many short films are online that take place in a forest? It's always a forest. People being chased by someone. If anything is involving guns, that's a short film on YouTube. It's in a forest.
well, it's because it's like the
the only
easiest place
place
to
you
get
can,
access to
yeah.
film with fake or
Props.
real looking
yeah,
weapons.
it's always a forest, which I totally understand. But it's just
the easiest.
it's the short film, no budget trope. The
Yeah.
setting will be a forest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Last of Us
it's-
script I got to like 12. I think it was 12 pages around that.
Yeah,
I
there's a lot of work
it was
in the works.
There's been lots of works that we've been
Yeah.
attempting to do or have attempted to
Like-
do.
But then, yeah, having that kind of challenge that we all had to come together on and really like hit a deadline was actually really helpful. Like actually having a deadline. For
Deadlines
the
are great. Deadlines are great. Like
Yeah.
that goes back to Blue Bag 2. When me and Ryan like were committed to working on Blue Bag 2, we said August 1st, this is online. And that was before that's before I was even done the script. But me and Ryan were like, yeah, we're doing this month. August 1st, August 1st, whatever we got, it's online. And I was like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
It was really fun to come together again and do that kind of thing. And subsequently after that, we made like I think just the short horror Beth.
Yes, us as a whole, we made Beth, but then also my couple school projects are also on the channel,
Yeah.
like Special Delivery and Him and Hotline.
Yes,
But
There's
yeah,
one school project that I had.
yes. Hunter made a short film for school.
but
Check
it's
that.
nice that they're on the YouTube because like if anything's produced by us, I firmly believe it should be on the channel,
Yeah.
like by like the main founders.
I
If we
agree.
produce something, even if it's not with all of us, it's
It's nice to just
Part of
have
you.
it somewhere. That's
Well, it's
where-
not.
Yeah.
It's, well,
It's
it's
just
also like
projects.
yeah, for sure we're doing this for views, but we're also doing this because we like doing it, and this
Yeah.
is like a library
and it's
for our
demo.
content.
It's I guess you can also say it's demo reel material. If someone wants an easy hub to go to watch us, to watch what we've done, even if it doesn't involve all of us working together, like oh Hunter directed that, I want to watch that, or oh what has Jared what have I shot? Okay, go watch them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's also like so we have this library to come back and look at ourselves, see where we
Absolutely.
came from, like what we've.
Yeah.
We always like come on here and just scroll back down to
Yep.
our older projects, and having that kind of library for all of our stuff is nice.
Oh yeah.
For sure, like Special Delivery was fun. You helped out with Special Delivery.
I did.
Actually, you both helped out with both of the school projects. You acted in Hitman Hotline, and then you were visual effects for Special Delivery. So you guys, I guess, were both in them to one degree.
Yeah.
That visual effects shot, no one else had a visual effects shot in my class, so we got a pretty good mark on that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
And
that
it
was-
wasn't
that one
even
took me-
yours.
That took a long time to do. So
Yeah,
I'm
it was
happy with it.
a full CG shot, not visual effects. I guess there was multiple visual effects shots that I did on my
Someone
own.
in Jared's class exposed him.
But
He didn't do
yes,
that VFX
the
shot.
opening shot,
He doesn't
Special
deserve that
Delivery,
grade.
the full
I
CG
deserve
shot.
that grade.
Hunter made this whole CG shot under my direction, even though I wasn't even the director. I guess I was the visual effects supervisor.
He gave me guidelines.
Yeah, I gave you guidelines on what to do, which is literally the
You know,
simplest
They were
thing.
they were very clear guidelines,
Make
and
bullet.
I executed how he
Yeah,
wanted.
ship goes towards planet. Planet gets revealed on camera pan.
Yeah.
done.
Epic. Yeah.
We could have easily done so much more for that shot, which would have been very nice. Like the ship is malfunctioning, the engine light is sparking,
Yeah.
smoke trail, even though it's in space, but still smoke trail, stuff like that would have been nice. But obviously, like
Those
I don't fucking know how.
little touches,
Smoke
but
trail in space.
you were running
That's why,
out of
yeah,
time.
I know it was rhetorical. Yeah, I
Well,
know.
'cause-
There's no oxygen in space.
Here's the thing that he told me was that one of the engines got destroyed or something.
So he was like crashing on the planet. That's why in the next shot the smoke is
No
in the air.
fire. You can't have
It's
fire
the
in
like
space.
What about Star
Futuristic.
Wars? In Star Wars, there's freaking explosions in space and there's like smoke and stuff and
Those are seismic bombs, Jared. Seismic charges.
okay, fair enough. I mean, still,
Yeah, still. So what?
you could say special delivery takes place in Star Wars.
yeah,
He's
okay.
literally wearing a Mandalorian armor.
Sure. Yeah.
That is
Okay.
true.
Sorry. You're right. Star Wars is incorrect. When the Death Star exploded, there shouldn't have been a fire. I mean, I guess the fireball would have been created. I don't even know how that would work.
It doesn't. It doesn't work. It was
mean-
for a movie.
Because technically, fire can't burn without oxygen. But if fire is like created from an explosion,
But there was
with the
oxygen
fire-
in the Death Star.
Yeah, sure. That's.
Yeah.
But does that mean that the fire would like it would instantly explode and then all of the fire would instantly disappear because there's no oxygen?
I don't fucking know. It's a movie made in
How does this-
1977.
How does the sun work? That's made of fire.
I think what would happen is
Fusion.
That's
it would blow up, kind of like how it does, but it wouldn't be as big. Like it would just the inside of it would blow up because there's oxygen inside.
Do you think there would
but
even
right
be a
when
fireball,
oxygen-
or do you think the Death Star would just like separate?
Yeah, like it would kind of separate, and the like entire inside where there is
There'd be like a
oxygen-
shock wave, and like the whole thing would just go everywhere.
I think so
But there'd be no
because it would
fireball.
be so quick, right? Because like if there is any fire,
Can
it's
there
gonna
be
use
fireballs
up
in
the
space?
like oxygen inside of the like Death Star super quick, to the point where like either everybody's engulfed or like something. I don't fucking know.
What are you
man.
Googling?
Well, the Death Star actually explode in space. I don't know.
What happens if there's an explosion in space? In the absence of an atmosphere, the blast disappears completely. So I was right.
Yeah.
So I was right. If the
So
Death
there
Star
is no
did,
explosion
if the
at
Death
all.
Star did explode in reality, there would be no fireball. It would just explode. Like there'd be a shockwave, and all the
That's
pieces
cool.
would go everywhere, but there would be no
I
fireball.
would like to see a realistic, like a realistic visual effects
Alright, let's get really
simulation
good. Let's
on
get
like
really good.
what the Death Star would actually look like if it blew up.
At Corridor Digital. If you ever somehow
Yeah.
hear this,
You ever watch?
make us a VFX shot of the Death Star blowing up without the fireball, just like a realistic explosion.
explosion of the Death Star.
Okay.
Realistic explosion of the Death Star.
Death Stars exploded. Back to the topic at hand. We were talking about Doggone and the
Yes.
48-hour film challenge. What did you guys think about that weekend?
I thought it was chaotic. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was super fun. There's other reasons why that weekend was hard for me, but
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
yeah, but I thought it was great. I thought it was really fun. It was a really good experience to finally get together with the boys and like do something
And just
after.
shoot something.
It was
really
all these
chaotic.
years.
It was stressful. I won't lie. It was a stressful fucking weekend.
It was more stressful for some people than others. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Because I had a lot of fun. I
Yeah.
came and I was just having a good time. One of the actors. I didn't have a lot to do behind camera, so
Yeah, you just got to be like on camera, right?
Yeah.
What you got to look like.
I mean, I
Just
did
look like
show up a
baseballs.
little late, like 24 hours into the 48, pretty much.
Actually,
so-
that is true. That does bring up a conversation. If you've seen Doggone, let's go to it. This scene right here, this Hunter is not here. That's not Hunter.
that's not.
Who's that? That's an imposter. That is not Hunter.
He's big sass.
That is somebody else.
That is somebody else.
These scenes were shot the night I was in bed
You were
at this
working,
point
weren't you?
because I had to get up super early to
Yeah.
go to work.
Yeah,
next
Hunter was
day.
working on the Saturday. We were shooting the 48-hour challenge. Was on a Saturday.
This was
and a
also
Sunday.
like at 1 in the morning.
No, it was a
Yeah.
Friday. We were shooting this
So,
on Friday
yeah.
night.
I know, but
so-
this was at 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
So,
And
like,
Hunter was not available, so we had to make do. We were like, okay, we have to shoot something tonight, which I was against, but I understood why. So we're like, all right, Kyle, can you stand in for Hunter? You have roughly the same physique as Hunter. And he did. So we gave him a costume, we gave him a vest, and like, all right, beat Hunter, just don't say any lines, and we'll dub Hunter in later. And then we
This
and
is
then,
actually our first attempt at like trying to dub him in to make him sound like he's actually in the room.
and then in the very next scene, we gave Hunter the exact same clothes, and honestly, I think it worked. It looks great.
It does.
I don't think many people can tell the difference. Like even your girlfriend.
My
couldn't
own
tell the
girlfriend
difference.
did not.
That
know.
is true. That actually shocked me a lot when
Hi,
I found
Beth.
out. When I found out that Beth didn't actually realize that it wasn't Hunter.
Yeah, it's very funny. I didn't even know until you guys found out that. Like,
Yeah.
she didn't even tell me.
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah, because like
I guess she wouldn't have like she wouldn't have brought it up because she just assumed it was you.
Yeah.
You know?
Like
So it's like when she said that,
That's pretty
I
funny.
Found out. Yeah.
Shout out Kyle Malhoff.
Yeah.
yeah, he really
Love
pulled
him
through.
too.
He was there to hang out. I'm sure he can attest to the chaos that went through that on that weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was fun to get work with my brothers too. Like it was fun to get a little bit of the family in there.
Yep. Definitely
Um,
interesting.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Different dynamic.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It was good though.
Yeah.
The dynamic
We got it
from
done.
Doggone versus Beth, and like the
We got
thing
shit
is, like,
done with
we,
Beth.
We had no time limit with Beth, but it was like we made it in basically the same time frame as Doggone.
Yeah, it was,
I spent much more time on the edit for
Absolutely.
Beth. 100% much
Absolutely.
more time I spent on the edit for Beth.
yeah, for sure. But we like
Um,
in like the total of like planning and like shooting and
We did less
that's it.
time.
We like it was like 9 hours something like
Yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah,
much less than
like-
Doggone. But it's because it takes place at one location.
Yeah, it was super easy shoot.
Yeah.
There was barely
Yeah.
anything to shoot at all.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Story is way less complicated than.
I guess that was a good
So
segment.
we also lost like a good 3 or 4 like shots or like of a scene because of the audio for the microphone.
That is facts. We shot a whole additional scene of Hunter running into the forest in Beth. This is a good segue into our next short film, Beth, by the way. But yeah, in the short film Beth, when Beth
After-
screams in the woods and Hunter runs in to
Yeah.
go catch her. Oh, well, look, short film takes place in woods. That's crazy. When Hunter runs into the woods to go find Beth after he hears the voice, there's a whole other scene that we shot of Hunter like running deep into the woods, tripping on the branches, like freaking around the grass, like trying to find Beth in the pitch black.
I leaned up against the tree trying to get my own bearings, all that stuff. But we had to cut it because the audio got messed
I'm actually
up.
so sad because you biffed it. Like
Yeah, he
It was
actually-
a good fall.
he dedicated.
I went
gasped.
hard.
I like literally gasped.
Yeah.
I think you hear me in like the audio of it as being like, oh,
What
my
audio?
fucking God. Like,
Yeah,
I guess
you
the
had
audio was
audio.
gone. In the audio, you would have heard me being like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Because he takes a.
It was
he takes
okay.
a fucking fall.
Like shit happens. Like so our buddy Arden, he was PAing, he was doing he was also doing the boom pull. I don't remember.
I don't even know if
I
it was his fault.
I think
I don't
he
think it is
accidentally
his
forgot
fault.
to flick it on.
I don't even know.
know.
It wasn't
I
his
don't-
fault. It's
because
just
it
because
was
we have
on.
it's kind of a shitty mic.
Yeah.
So like it wasn't
Oh,
plugged in
that's
fully.
right.
So
And so
here's,
it's not
here's
plugged
what
in
I
fully.
think actually happened is I think it was on because we checked every time before we started recording.
Yeah.
It
Mic
was.
on, and it was.
Yeah.
So here's what I think because the cord kept dingling on the
He
thing.
grabbed it and
and
unplugged it a
you
little.
kept telling him, grab it here, grab it there, grab
Yeah,
it there.
'cause you don't want the cord
and
dangling.
Yeah.
I think what happened is he must have grabbed it right where the mic connects to the extender, and it must have just either got pulled out
Just
or
slightly.
like something.
Literally, even if it's slightly moved out, the audio sounds like shit.
So I think just for like those
It's not a
two
great mic.
scenes or
We're gonna-
whatever where he was holding it,
We gotta
It
come up with a
just-
system for that boom pole. Like get zipped, like zip tie, like a cable to that.
Yeah,
yeah,
boom pole
we
or
literally
something.
just need a zip tie.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, just so it doesn't dangle. Yeah,
well, I have a bunch, so
I have a shit ton too.
well, then we just need to do it.
Yeah. Beth was a good shoot though. I had fun.
It was definitely fun.
Was it cold? Yeah, it was cold.
It was
a little
chilly.
cold.
It was chilly.
It was. Yeah, it wasn't warm.
It wasn't. It wasn't cold, but it wasn't warm.
Yeah.
It was like we shot it in like on like October. What was it, like the 17th? It was like mid October.
Yeah.
Yeah. Personally, I'm happy with how it turned out. Like,
Yeah.
the loss of that whole moment of Hunter running into the forest. Honestly, it's not that big of a loss. Like, it gets the point. Like the edit how it is, it still gets the point across.
Absolutely.
Like, if anything, that scene that we shot was just filler that could have been cut anyways.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
So the edit as it stands isn't bad.
No, I like it.
Yeah, like it's totally fine. Like it still segues perfectly. Like thank God that it was like literally the last take of that moment where Hunter's like running at like for Beth, but that actually had audio because the first take didn't.
Yeah, I know. If
first
we,
thing didn't have
if we didn't
audio.
get a single shot of Hunter running around, it would have been so bad. It
Yeah.
would
Because
have
then
been
we
terrible.
would have to go reshoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would have had.
Yeah, and I did not want to go reshoot.
No.
No, it's a really darkly lit film,
Yeah.
which might be a critique, which I totally understand.
Absolutely.
We didn't. Yeah, we tried our best for the one camera we had, and
We had one camera, which is a 6-year-old camera that doesn't really have the greatest ISO range. Like its base ISO is fucking 200.
Yeah.
And when I'm shooting a log, I had it at 800 ISO.
And then we had one actual light.
Yeah, we had one light. I had an
And
Aperture
then
MC light
the car
plus the
lights.
headlights.
Yeah.
And the MC light was acting as the headlights.
Yeah.
Just doing some fill light on the side. And then plus we used the MC light as the dark... I don't even know what you would call it. It's more of a stylistic night light.
yeah.
It's more stylized for when he goes into the deep forest. Because it's
Yeah.
meant to insinuate that he's in the pitch black and he can't really see anything.
Yeah. It's to insinuate the dark of night.
Yeah.
Kind of how the dark of night gives off a bluey tint to
Yeah,
it.
which honestly I think is fine. I quite like how
Yeah.
that moment looks.
Absolutely.
No, I think it looks fine. I think it looks real good.
Yeah.
But yeah, because when I was coloring it, I knew it was going to be a really dark lit film, which is fine, but also is like not fine. Because some people that could easily be the critique from some people, being like, "Oh yeah, this film's too darkly lit." I'm like, yeah. I've only had an A7S3, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
You and always talking about new cameras.
I don't know, but you know how it is. But for what it is, it's
For
good.
what it is, for what we had, for
Yeah.
our resources, everything, again, it's really good, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's really well done.
Yeah.
And for our first, night
It was more.
shooting,
It was an experimental.
That's why, on
Yeah.
the poster and thumbnail, I'm like, it's called an experimental film.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty much what it was. It's my first film that I edited in Resolve. It's my first film that I really went in on color grading. It's the first film that we did night shooting. Never done that before, so I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah.
The story was written in fucking 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It was an experimental film. That's exactly what it was.
absolutely.
I was on my way home from school at 3 o'clock, and I was like, Tristan, we're shooting something tonight. And he was like, okay. And
He wrote something up.
okay.
And
Type.
yeah, I was pretty much like, I'm sitting in class. I'm like, guys, I'm all on shoot something.
Yahtzee.
Let's make a horror film, at least something spooky-ish since October, and we fucking did it. We sent it.
easy peasy.
Yeah.
And now we just need to
Do
come up with
something else.
something else. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's already been a month.
Yeah, we have a couple things in the air.
been
Like
over.
you've been working on one script for 4 months. Like how's that going?
I know. Yeah, that one.
I know a spot.
Yeah. Yeah, that one fair. Yeah, fair. I need to keep working on that one. I wrote kind of another one.
You did.
That's another horror one.
Yeah, you've been sticking in the same genre for your script. Right?
Yeah, no, I need to get out of genre. I need to get out of horror. I have a drama rattling around in my head.
Which is totally fair. Some people have their preferred genres and stuff.
I mean, I
Weird.
think
I don't
But it's
even
also
like-
a good
have-
exercise.
I think you also have been influenced throughout your entire life.
Yeah,
Buy
I mean, I don't
more
even really.
things
I don't even really like horror movies. I don't watch it all the time, but for some reason I'm like, they're just.
But
easier
I
to
just
say.
mean your own life experiences,
Mm.
right? Like you've been around stuff that's been more
Fucked up.
spooky than what
Yeah.
the normal human
Yeah.
has been.
But well, as with
Around.
trying to write a different genre, it is that's what I was trying to get. Talking about with Zach, our fourth founder. It's a very, very good exercise, a writing exercise to put yourself into. Is if you really like writing horror, or for Zach's example, if you really, really like writing World War II pieces, just try something else. Be like, okay, I'm going to write a 2-page script, and it's not going to take place in World War II.
Yeah.
Literally, that is the most bare bones you can give yourself, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Write a 2-page script, that's a comedy or a drama.
So I mean, I've had
like-
a drama rattling around in my head, but I
Yeah.
don't know how to.
It's just putting yourself outside of your comfort zone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, in my head, I'm also kind of taking it to places where I'm like, I don't know if I should be writing about this, just as who I am. This maybe be
Dude,
really
write about
weird.
whatever you want. Who cares?
Yeah, I know it's just a story, right? But
Yeah.
that's just yeah. We're working on stuff. We got something coming.
There's lots of stuff coming. I am very busy with school.
He's got that. We're trying to start doing this now. We're gonna hopefully try and do this as much as we can.
Yep, this podcast, ideally, every single week, if we miss one, we miss one.
I mean, obviously, the stuff's gonna come up. You're leaving for.
I am for the whole
so-
for the whole Christmas break in between semesters. I will be gone,
Yeah,
which is how it is.
I'll
so
be
far.
gone for a week during Christmas.
But worst case scenario, if we wanted to shoot a podcast during
I don't do
Christmas break.
anything, so I'll be here. I'll make the podcast by myself. I'll come on. And I'll just be like, hey
But
guys,
We'll hop on a Discord call.
we'll have some conversations
Well,
with Tristan.
Like I said, podcasts happen remote. Like we're like if like
I'll just
like,
come on and read Christmas stories.
like we are probably gonna like for future episodes we're definitely gonna have guests on.
Yeah.
And half the time they might just be a digital guest. They might be online on the screen that we'll just be cutting back and forth to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ideally, it'd be nice to have someone in this very chair, or in a chair beside me.
Well, hey, Zach's coming back to town for Christmas. I'll make a podcast with him instead of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you really, because I'm gonna leave all the stuff here. I mean, you could just
Nice.
come here.
Yep.
I'll come into the studio.
We'll come to the
Yeah,
studio.
you seriously could.
Our studio, podcast studio.
Yeah.
This corner of the basement.
Sorry, you guys
Laptop
are.
Cam.
Laptop cam.
It's not on laptop. Can't remember.
Oh,
Laptop cam.
laptop.
We have
cam.
my laptop there running OBS.
Teacher.
But they think the camera's on. It's
I
not.
thought it was.
It is. Look, the light is green. It's literally
but-
on.
Are you kidding us?
It's
Laptop
on.
cam. We are getting laptop cam. You lied to us.
I had to turn it on.
Oh.
No, it's been green. the
Yes,
whole
I know.
time.
It's on the whole
It's
time. but I
been
had to-
chilling this entire time.
Now it's off. So the other day, was it you that sent me a text message? You were on IMDb, and apparently we all have IMDb pages.
Yeah.
Which is really weird because we're still like really, really small, and none of us have created IMDb pages. But apparently, every single one of us have IMDb pages.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
I'm just it's confusing for me, specifically because the only thing that I'm credited as is an executive producer for the Blue Bag film.
I mean, the only thing any of us are credited for is Blue Bag.
Yeah.
Besides, I think you have.
Besides
Another
me,
Maiden.
the one film that I was a background in last year, just for fun, I'm also credited on that, which is also weird. I don't get it. So every single one of us have IMDb pages now, and all that we're credited to is Blue Bag 2. And I'm like, okay, well that's weird because we've obviously done other stuff than that, so why isn't that on there?
Yeah.
So I went to Blue Bag 2 to see who else is on there. I was like, okay, legitimately everyone who touched it is on here. So I was like, okay, let me stalk Ryan. And Ryan, his IMDb, Ryan, if you're listening, your IMDb is updated to present day. So I'm just like, okay, it's definitely him. He definitely did something that created all of our IMDb pages. I shoot him a text. I'm like, yo, man, weird question, but did you make us IMDb pages? And he's like, what? No. He says, no. So I'm like, fuck. So him and I are both trying to figure out how we have IMDb pages, because he was as confused as I was. He was like, I have an IMDb page too? And I'm like, yeah, bro, you have an IMDb page. And he's like, okay, what the hell? Beats me. It still beats me to this day how we have IMDb
I mean, it was
pages.
probably someone associated with it, but because I don't know how anyone outside of the film would have known that I was associated with it.
Well, it is
Yeah.
in the credits, like the end credits of Blue Bag 2, that you were an executive producer, because it's just we wanted to credit you with something.
Oh, you did put me in as an
I'm
executive?
pretty
credit?
sure I did. Even though, like, at the time I wasn't really sure what the fuck it was.
I was like, I literally showed up for literally 2 hours and was like, "Cool boys, yeah, what's going on?"
yeah. See, everyone else. Oh, Sam has a couple things on him.
Yeah, Sam's.
Maybe it could've been.
So,
Wait, does Sam have an actual description on his page?
not really.
No,
It's the
it is
same
the
as
same as
Ryan's.
us. Okay.
And, yeah, same as
Yeah.
Ryan's.
That's why I thought it had to be Ryan, but apparently it wasn't. So I don't get it.
I don't
It's-
know.
Yeah,
I don't even have an IMDb Pro page or an account.
Me
so
neither.
no.
Can't make a page.
Yeah. Very
Weird.
weird. Very funny. Very weird.
Interesting.
But, I mean, hey, we have an IMDb page now. That's cool.
That's very cool.
We're in the big leagues now, boys.
Oh, yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Harvard
Yeah.
seen us.
Yeah, that was weird, hey?
Oh, that's right.
That's very
I forgot.
weird.
I forgot about that. For
Oh
a
my
minute.
god. Want to talk about that?
Well, yeah. Basically, it's really random. My brother was talking to one of our old high school teachers, and she said that she sent the Doggone short film to one of her friends who's in the Harvard films class, and they watched it in a Harvard film class, which I was like, that's kind of interesting. I didn't expect that to ever happen.
Yeah, I thought you were lying. I thought you were trolling us when you told us. I was like, there's no fucking way. This
Pretty-
guy's full of shit.
pretty funny. Like, it's just weird how like the world works. That you
Yeah.
make a little like short film about an Okotoks 48-hour film festival, and then suddenly Harvard film class is watching you and discussing you.
It only has like not even 600 views.
Yeah, it doesn't have a ton of views. I mean, clearly it was just the teacher that opened up the video and then watched it with the class, but
Yeah.
it was that's still kind of cool knowledge to know that
Yeah.
they like watched it and discussed it and was like, hey, it's not half bad. I was like, yeah.
Even though like when you're watching
So
this,
shameless plug.
even
over
though
there.
it's like if a random person's watching it, they have no idea it was made for a 48-hour challenge, which is it would make zero sense because it's displayed that it's a 48-hour film.
Well, I mean, you
They're
could
gonna
have
be
displayed it a
so-
little bit better.
People would be
Maybe.
people are gonna be so confused and have been because we've gotten text messages from people being like, "What the fuck is up with the party streamers?"
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think you should have left like the thing that you had for like the submission of the film, like the little like director,
Yeah.
that kind
Yeah.
of thing. I think it would have been better to leave that in, but
Because yeah,
it's fine.
doggone, we had to make
Absolutely.
a Tarantino adventure film with party streamers as a prop. That is the only guidelines we were given, and we had no idea.
And it had to
what
be
do.
non-linear.
Well,
That wasn't
it didn't
the-
have to
that
be
wasn't the
non-linear.
rule.
We
It
just
was
did
just, like-
non-linear because Tarantino likes
Yeah,
to do non-linear.
it was just
Gosh.
saying bonus. No, it was bonus points.
I mean,
If you
I
make it
missed
non-linear.
the whole document part of it. So
Or was yeah,
you
it
guys
was a
would know
bonus.
Yeah,
that.
it was bonus
if you
points
can
to make
achieve
it non-linear.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I see.
That's what it was.
yeah.
I see.
So that's why it was non-linear and kind of confusing. But yeah, I still think it works out really well.
Oh yeah.
I still love the whole kitchen scene.
Yeah.
That
me too.
kitchen scene took us like 7 takes, maybe 8 takes. Because we
Yeah.
shot it in the winter. I don't know why we wanted to, but
I mean, the one
It looked
time
good. I mean,
Zach
well,
didn't get across fast.
my-
well, if you watch the
so that's
bloopers, it's
like-
literally a take of like me tripping over Zach while Hunter trips over the cable,
Yeah.
and we all just like start dying laughing, just being like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, there's some good bloopers and stuff in there, but that whole experience and like yeah, the kitchen scene is so good. I love
it
it.
was really fun.
I love rewatching that.
And then
short film. It
drowning
was so much fun.
in purple water was
Yeah.
fun too.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. Drowning
Yeah.
in NyQuil.
Food and liquid.
yeah. On the side, off topic, was still on top of the dog. On the side, while I was teaching myself Resolve, I did a re-edit of Doggone. I don't know if we'll ever release it or if we'll ever release it.
Probably not. It's more
It's
just
done.
practice.
If
It's like-
if one person comments and says they want it, we'll release it.
It's actually on YouTube. It's unlisted. It's on our
guy.
it's on our
One
channel.
person.
It's called the Doggone Enhanced Edition because for all intents and purposes, it is. It's got a better color grade. It's got a bigger picture. It's got like 3 minutes of additional footage. Does the footage benefit the story? Absolutely fucking not. But it's there. There's literally like a 1.5-minute monologue of Tristan talking about like fucking
Nutella nuts
Nutella
and
nuts.
pepper spray, and how Nutella nuts.
However,
It's actually a wrong
Right.
fact.
in my personal
But
opinion,
for the story, it works.
It's a wrong fact on purpose because we're
because
supposed
you guys
to
are
be-
stoner
we're supposed to be
dumbasses,
stoners.
yeah. But no, in my opinion, it is the better version of Doggone because I got to take my time editing it.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to learn Resolve, but I didn't have footage to I didn't want to go out and shoot anything. So okay, how about I just edit Doggone? I'll just do a new edit. Why not? And then I was like, okay, I may as well just fucking take this seriously and just finish it. So it's done. It's done. It's finished. I have it. If someone like Hunter said, if one person wants the Doggone Enhanced Edition,
If one person has made it this far and wants it,
yeah, it's like 8 minutes long. Actually, I'll check it
tell
out.
us.
No one man
We'll release it.
So-
should have all that power.
Yeah. If you've made it this far and you have all this power in your
If you
hand.
ever wanted to feel like a
You can-
god, now's your chance. Is all I'm saying.
Oh, did I not upload it? Oh, I didn't.
I don't think you did yet.
No,
think you just
I
finished
uploaded the trailer.
trailer for the
I made a trailer for it,
This
but it's
guy's too
unlisted.
much.
It's unlisted. It's an unlisted trailer. But yeah, it's like 9. I think it's 9 minutes long.
Celebrate 6
Yeah.
months.
Yeah, it's 9.
I mean,
It's
yeah.
9 minutes long. It's like 3 minutes longer than the original Doggone.
We should do a Christmas one. We should do a Christmas movie.
I think that'd be fun.
Let's do
yeah.
it.
Do like a Hallmark.
Yeah. My mom would love that. My mom would eat that shit up.
Yeah.
Should
Yeah.
I think we should make.
My mom loves Hallmark. She watches.
Okay, but
one,
what
like,
kind of
once
Christmas?
a night
A
now.
Christmas movie is a broad genre. I would consider it as a subgenre.
I want you to.
'Cause
I want
you
you to
can
take
make
your
a-
camera on your trip, and I want you and Faith to be the
Well,
stars.
you
of the
can
film.
make like.
You can make a Christmas comedy, a Christmas drama,
'cause
a
that's
Christmas horror movie, Christmas action movie, Christmas horror, Krampus, Christmas action, Violent Night coming out this Friday. Can't wait to fucking see it. We got Christmas comedy, basically 90% of the Christmas movies.
I was gonna say, there's that new one with Will Ferrell and.
The Christmas
Ryan
musical.
Reynolds.
That's a musical.
That,
Yeah.
That's a-
that just
Well-
came out. That.
That one actually looks funny.
Yeah, but
Spirited
we can't
Away,
make
or
a
not
musical.
Spirit? No, it's called
No,
Spirited.
no.
I don't know
Not
how to
saying
write-
musical, but
No,
like.
no,
sheet music?
If we were to make a musical, this is completely.
Or even.
Change the topic so fast. If we were to make a musical, we would just hit up our friends from high school that did music.
Yeah, that's fair.
True.
Like that wrote music, that loved music, like making music and singing songs. We'd hit them up.
This is very off topic, but did you guys see that Raleigh Miller released like
An album?
An album.
Yeah,
an
it's pretty
EP?
cool.
I saw the Griffin repost that. Yeah.
Me and Beth
Pretty cool.
listened to a bit of it. It's alright. Like
Yeah?
personally, I don't think it's for me. But like, if
What kind
you're
of genre? Like, what kind of type of music is it? Is it like
Like-
rap or?
Yeah,
'Cause I haven't
like,
listened to
in a
it.
way, like it's rap, EDM type stuff. Like, I don't know. To me, it was very chaotic.
No,
I can't really pinpoint like a genre to it.
just lo-fi rap.
In a way, it wasn't for me, but good for him. Like he made an EP. That's sweet.
It's pretty sick. He's putting the work in.
Absolutely.
But
But yeah. Anyway, sorry. Back on track.
What were we talking
What we're
about?
talking about, yeah. I don't know. We recently saw Wakanda Forever. We talked about that for a little bit.
Yeah.
What we
The
thought
most
about that.
recent movie that we've all seen.
Yeah, I went and
Black
saw.
Panther.
I wanted to go see Black Panther with you guys, but you guys didn't.
I started a job recently.
Yeah, you guys couldn't go
Tristan's
see it
been
opening
working
weekend.
overnight, so
You guys couldn't go see it opening weekend, so I was like, "Hey, fuck you guys! I'm seeing it." So I went and saw it in IMAX. I thought it was incredible in IMAX.
Didn't even buy me dinner first. You just fucked me.
yeah, right.
Yeah, you guys went and saw it together. Was
I
your
mean-
theater like empty or?
There's
Uh,
like
It was there was
six
like
people
6
in
other
there.
people there.
Yeah, but you went and saw it like a week after it came out in
Yeah.
standard format. Didn't you?
Yeah, it was good though.
Yeah.
We saw it in 3D.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, we saw it in like 3D.
That surprises me because you hate 3D.
I do hate 3D, but it was the only showing that works
Yeah,
for our
for
timeline.
both of us.
Wow. Like I normally, I'm not huge on 3D either, unless like it makes sense.
I mean,
to if
at
I'm
least
seeing
the
it.
I
glasses
honestly
are a little
didn't even
bit,
know it was 3D until we
glasses are
got
a little
there.
bit better, but than they used to be.
Yeah.
But
I
because they're
think-
bigger.
I think my only issue with Wakanda Forever was the runtime. Like it was 2 hours and like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely didn't need to
Yeah.
be that long. I mean,
No.
I had other issues with it. Like
I agree.
it feels. I mean, it is very good. Don't get me wrong. The way they like honored Chadwick was very great.
the
Like
opening,
the opening
of it
was
with his
gorgeous.
memorial, like I was
Yeah.
vibing with.
It was
like,
gorgeous.
everything
I
about it
teared
was
up. Like I
awesome.
got
It was
I got
the
a tear
only
in the
thing
eye.
they
Yeah.
could have done. Like
Absolutely.
they didn't have Chad,
Yeah.
and they didn't
Absolutely.
want to resurrect him with CGI, which I completely understand and respect
Absolutely.
that. They didn't want to recast him, which I also completely understand and respect that. So they, with that very little amount of shit that they've been handed, what the fuck do they do with that?
Yeah, no,
They-
I thought it was good though.
100%.
Yeah,
I'm not
and-
disputing that at all.
And that whole scene, that opening with Sherry, the movie's been out for 2 weeks. We're gonna talk about spoilers.
Spoilers.
It's been over 2 weeks. It's been like 3 weeks now. That whole scene, the whole opening scene of Shuri as she's trying to figure out what's wrong with him, it was beautiful. It was a really well-made scene. I think it's I think it was an interesting route, like, because I wasn't sure he was obviously gonna die. I wasn't sure how they were gonna kill him.
Yeah.
I think it's very, very, very cool that they decided to basically give T'Challa exactly what happened with Chadwick. Like a mysterious illness that he didn't want to disclose to anyone, and he just peacefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, it also was just nicer that like they didn't just like kill him off in some fantastical way.
Yeah, like he wasn't
Absolutely.
assassinated
It's like-
he didn't
Yeah.
go out like a bitch or anything. Like
it was. They didn't like. Yeah, make some ridiculous
it's-
superhero excuse to why he's dead.
It's
It was just-
fitting.
Yeah, it was. It honored him.
Like Jared says, like the way like it actually happened in real life. Like nobody really knew about it until it happened. Like that's
if
what
Shuri
the movie
knew
makes it feel.
Because if
right,
Shuri
like,
knew
right?
about it, she would have been on top of
Exactly.
it.
Exactly.
But since like T'Challa, just like Chadwick, didn't disclose it to basically anybody,
Yeah.
which is that's his personal choice, which is totally understandable. It blindsided her, and she had no time to figure to come up with a cure, or in the movie, like in the movie's case, make the herb, the heart shaped herb. I think that's what it's called.
The heart shaped herb.
And yeah, they had no time, and then he was gone before she could do anything. Which, damn.
On that note, that's one of like my issues with the movie in a way, is that like at the beginning of the movie, it doesn't like I don't think it detracts from like the emotional impact of the scene, but like she like tries so hard to like make the heart-shaped herb and all that shit, and then she basically like renounces the Black Panther. She's like, whatever, the Black Panther's dead. She's obviously like locked up in grief and like remorse, and that's very understandable. Mm-hmm. But then like what I didn't really like about the movie is that how it all is resolved feels really easy. Like,
what do you mean?
Like basically her mom dies just kind of like out of nowhere.
I just write Queen Ramona.
Her mom dies out of nowhere, and then out of like so like the entire movie, Shuri is like.
Shuri lost everything.
Yeah, she like that's what I mean. She's like broken down. She's like, whatever. I'm not accepting tradition. Like, shut up, mom. When they like go out and like have that campfire and they meet Namor for the first time, she's basically like, yeah, whatever. This is all like whatever. Like, you didn't see a hand. That's just your mind making up stuff. Yeah. Like, he's gone. The Black Panther's gone. It's dead. Like, she's just like locked down. Yeah. But then her mom dies. And then it's instantly just like, okay, I'm going to embrace tradition. I'm going to fix the heart-shaped herb. I'm going to take up the mantle of the Black Panther. I'm going to like do all of this stuff. And it's like, it felt very easy. Like, yeah, sure, losing your mom is not a very easy thing to go through. But it's just like, as a story, it felt very easy to just like that be the solution. Because like as soon as her mom dies, she instantly is just like, all right, I'm going to try something. And she goes to the lab, tries it, and nails the
I need to rewatch the movie. I can't wait for the movie to come out to digital so I can give it a rewatch. Like, I feel like you are right, but I don't know.
But her struggle, 100%. Like Shuri's struggle, is like totally different than the Black Panther's. Yeah, because like the Black Panther, in the movie he does have a battle and he fights and
T'Challa in the first movie.
Yeah, T'Challa. He goes through like the first fight to become the king, and then even after Killmonger shows up to Wakanda, he has to fight Killmonger without the powers, and he loses.
Yeah.
And so, like, he has to come back from that.
Yeah.
And then for Shuri's gain, it's just she's already lost T'Challa, and then she loses, like, her mom.
Yeah.
And then she's just like, okay, I just am Black Panther now.
That's the one... You're right. No, that was one criticism that I did see prominent online for at least a little bit, was that people thought it was weird how there wasn't like a training montage or some form of like.
Well, like that's what I mean is like she literally takes the purple heart shade herb, she lays them on the table, and then she wakes up and she's like, oh wait, I actually know how to fight. I'm no longer a lab scientist, and I am just a full-fledged fighter.
Like if you remember in Captain America,
like yeah, sure.
Falcon
in the first
Winter
Black
Soldier.
Panther, she does some shooting and some gunning and shit, and she fights in the Infinity Endgame war. But still, it's like she's not a Black Panther trained fighter like T'Challa was. She can't just instantly...
Like, if you remember in Falcon and the Winter Soldier...
Pop up.
Anthony Mackie's character busted his ass off in that big-ass training montage so he can be Captain
that's what
America,
I mean.
so he can be qualified.
It's just the classic trope of the hero movie. Like, they have to, like, go to their lowest and then fight their way back up to the top.
Pretty much a Rocky movie.
It didn't feel like Shuri's climb to the top was very much of a climb. She kind of just went to the lab, was like, yo, Jarvis, input this code, and then was like, I got it right,
At the same time, like, how necessary do you think a scene like that would have been? Like, in retrospect.
Well, obviously, it's not very necessary because it's like, it's not really what the movie's about, and
like,
the
movie
movie
has
has
to
to
be
go
insinuated
a
and just assumed that she did, like train.
Yeah.
Like, something like that might not necessarily be required to be shown. It's hard to say.
Sure. Absolutely. But then, yet again, it goes back to just what Tristan's saying, is that what is shown, it just feels
it doesn't
easy.
Feel... Yeah, it doesn't feel like...
It doesn't feel like there's much of a journey
she
the
went
Black
through
Panther.
a lot of loss, and loss isn't easy, but then, like, it didn't feel like her climb back to, like, being... who she is
the Black Panther.
Now that
much of a climb.
Now that I think of it, Shuri in Black Panther Wakanda Forever seems very much like Peter Parker in No Way Home. In Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah.
Like, lost everything. Like, literally by himself. And at the very end, almost like wants to kill the villain, is so close to freaking just snapping and killing, and then just does the right thing.
It's a very like common theme now.
Yeah, that's a superhero movie.
Get angry and then pull back.
That fight though, that final fight between Shuri and Namor I thought it was awesome.
I thought it was okay. I thought it could have been better. Like,
Really?
There's a lot of build
Yeah.
up, and then it's just a lot of like quick cuts and a lot of distraction away from the actual action.
I thought it was a really nice contrast to the main battle, because there's like the main battle on the giant ship with all the fish people, with the Talocanians, whatever.
Yeah, but then again, that
And then-
battle was literally just a little fast montage of Wakandans dying very fast, and then
Yeah.
the actors being like, "Ah, whoa, guys, whoa, get back, whoa!"
Yeah.
And then the Midnight Angels came out of nowhere, which were fucking gangster as hell.
Yeah,
But-
those
what?
look sweet.
The fucking
Gold
Midnight
and
Angels,
blue suited.
whatever,
What, Shuri
Okoyas
created?
and
Oh,
Trees.
right, those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the exosuits.
Yeah, those things were sweet.
They
when
came out of the
out.
water. That was gangster.
Yeah.
I
but
thought Ironheart was sick.
I didn't vibe with Ironheart too much. She didn't need to be in the movie at all.
Yeah.
Really?
Didn't need to be in the movie at
No.
all.
What?
She was
She's the main
wasted.
point of the plot.
She was wasted in that movie.
She was there for literally like
Literally
no time
pulls
at all.
up and was like, "Yo, I'm the scientist that made that," and they're like, "Okay, cool."
Okay, no. Okay, that's where I totally understand. Her character wasn't.
She was wasted.
I wouldn't say she was wasted. It was more of just letting the audience know that her character is there and what she is like. So when we
I
go
also
to
thought her suit at the ending looked bad.
really,
I thought it
When the
looked silly.
face comes off and it's
Yeah.
just her face in that suit. Oh
Looked
wow!
bad. I mean that like there's some CGI in the final battle that I also
Yeah.
thought looked fucking bad, but
It's
like
it
between
was
in like
meh.
on
definitely an improvement
Shiri
from the PS2 cutscene.
on
in
Shiri
the
like
first
when she
movie.
gets stabbed in the
absolutely.
rock, she looks very much like on a green screen,
Yeah.
just in there.
Again with just the head.
Well,
And then
it was shot on the set. I actually just saw a photo of her with her stunt double on the set of that final battle.
well,
No,
whatever. Maybe it's
absolutely,
lighting then, but like
It's just it looks
it looks
off,
very weird.
Huh.
but no, like overall it's good.
Yeah, I thought it was
The other
really
problem
well
I
done.
have is with Namor. If he's was born underwater, why does he have wings on his ankles?
He wasn't born under. Oh, wait,
He was
wait,
born
what?
underwater.
He was born.
But he was born
underwater.
underwater because of, like the winged serpent is like the ancient myth, like Mexican. Like,
He's a mutant.
kind of thing.
I know, but like
Like,
Him
he's
and
supposed
Miss
to be
Marvel
like
are the
that.
first
But, like,
mutants in the MCU.
Cool.
the thing that
Cool,
like
cool.
Uni said like on the drive home is like it looks like he's wearing like
I
Achilles
do. It
heel
looks like he's wearing
boots.
Hermes boots, like
Yeah,
from
that's
ancient
what
like
it is.
Greek mythology. Like
Hermes
in
boots.
Percy Jackson, like in the Percy Jackson when he like puts on the boots and
Like
the little wings
I get it,
come
like
out.
the whole
Right.
winged
Yeah,
serpent
Hermes
thing,
boots.
but like put like wings on his
That's
back or
yeah,
something.
Make the
Like,
wings look a little.
make it
different,
look
but
better.
It
than
also
just on
in the comics he does have winged ankles.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Fair
So
enough.
they're just sticking to the comics, but again, it does look
It just looks so
kind of
odd.
weird. But yeah, especially when he's darting around like the
But-
sky.
But
So weird.
Okay,
'Cause
no,
yeah.
he like that's
Yeah.
another thing though too. Namor has spent his entire existence, besides the one time he came up to the surface to muck all those slaves, like literally just hiding in the water. And then when it comes to attack, he's just like, I got this. Darting through the air, fucking blowing up helicopters, just going
Yeah.
crazy. I'm like, where the hell did you learn to do all this shit?
Yeah, literally.
Like, there's not fucking attack helicopters in the water. What are you training on?
Yeah.
You just kicking the shit out of whales down there?
yeah,
Well,
he's been
How long has he been around for? Hundreds of years?
Thousands
he's
of
been-
years.
he's been
but
around
he's
for
not come up
thousands
to the
of
surface
years, but-
one time
yeah.
because he's made it very clear in the movie that he's like he even gets angry at Wakanda for announcing their existence to the world.
literally the whole
They haven't been announced yet. They almost did.
the whole thing.
What do you mean?
They're not revealed to the world. That was the whole reason of the climax.
Yeah,
Because-
the Talocanians have never been released. And
No, I
won't
know,
be
but I'm talking about
released
Wakanda.
Oh,
Public, but Wakanda
Yeah, he
has been,
can't.
yeah.
When he first comes up, he's like, "Why did you tell the world about yourself? Why did you do that?" He gets angry at the Wakanda, so obviously he's never told anyone or
Yeah.
anything about the existence of
And
Talocon.
that's what I think is why did he come up in the first place then? Because nobody knows about them.
Yeah,
I
he
think-
came up.
and it's like
he's just tired, I guess.
And I
wasn't
get
it
it,
because
like-
of the vibranium, like what the people searching for the vibranium in the ocean.
Yeah,
Like,
Well,
but
yeah,
that's
he,
the thing.
he comes up. He
But
comes
that's
up
the
because
thing
of
is-
they're searching for vibranium, which could lead to the discovery of Talocon.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what the plot was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Which is a fine plot, but like, I just like, is he just down there kicking the shit out of whales? Like, what is he training
Yeah.
on?
I don't know.
How does he prepare? Does he just fight his people?
No,
What is he doing to get ready for war against Wakandans? Just punching rocks? Like, what's he doing down there? He's been
Yeah,
down
like-
there forever.
yeah, like,
fucking
and
know.
then all of his minions are like,
And Orca pulls up. He's like, "Oh, the fuck!
yeah,
Get
yeah.
Dorka!
Wild.
Get out of
Wow.
here!"
It was
I don't understand it, but like,
I enjoyed it.
It was fun.
Entertaining.
It was good.
It was a fun watch.
But yeah,
I would recommend watching it.
Yeah, for
But-
sure. It's definitely better than like a lot of the recent Marvel content we've been getting.
Oh, absolutely.
All the fucking TV shows.
I haven't minded the TV shows. I haven't watched. I have yet to watch the Guardians of the Galaxy special.
That's really funny.
I
haven't seen that.
She-Hulk. We don't need to talk about She-Hulk. She-Hulk was an interesting experience. I'll just leave
I
it at
haven't
that.
seen it. I've only seen WandaVision and Loki.
We'll just leave it at that. She-Hulk was an interesting experience. I really didn't mind Falcon the Winter Soldier. I quite liked that show.
It wasn't bad. It was alright.
I really did not mind Loki. I actually I really liked that show.
I like Loki.
I
I thought
enjoyed
Loki was
Loki.
fucking
The
awesome.
score for that show is busting.
Yeah.
Miss Marvel, personally, I liked. I thought Miss Marvel was a cute show. It did exactly what it needed to do. That's the only term I can give it. Like, it wasn't spectacular. It wasn't phenomenal. It was like, it was a nice small scale story about Miss Marvel.
I liked the.
It was cool to see the different culture on screen.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I liked the style they chose. Like the way they edited the show was really like fun. But the story was okay.
It was a fine
The
show.
story was okay.
Yeah.
But the way they like made the show was pretty fun. I liked all the editing and that kind of stuff, and like just like the theme they kind of went with it.
I think it's actually the only Marvel Studios production rated PG. Everything else is PG-13.
That would make sense, actually. It does feel like the most tame thing.
Yeah.
Even though someone like literally turns into like ash and like their skeleton is like rotting away, but yeah,
I mean,
kids love that shit these days, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck? Yeah.
Kids love it.
I was watching Alien when I was 12.
Yeah.
I mean, we were just talking about how like when we were younger, we watched that movie 9.
Yeah.
That movie is literally.
It's
It's like those like it's an animated movie about those like stuffed dolls that are like surviving a post-apocalyptic world.
What the fuck?
It's that movie's
It's wa-
nightmare
it's-
fuel.
Yeah, that movie.
Nightmare
Watching
fuel.
that as a kid.
So cool. Is it Tim Burton? It
I
feels
wanna
Tim
say-
Burton-esque.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the feeling of it is definitely.
I
Tim
definitely get
Burton.
like Nightmare
I
on
don't know
Before
exactly
Christmas
what it
vibes.
is. Look it up.
Didn't Tim Burton just here? Look it up.
Yeah, he's got it. Here. Go on the.
Fine, I'll do it on the big system because we have it.
Didn't Tim Burton just do the Netflix series Wednesday?
What? Oh, Wednesday, like
I'm not sure.
the Wednesday Addams kind of like
I'm pretty sure that was Tim
Adam
Burton.
Family thing. I think it's. Oh god, I can't even find the 9. I think that's what it is. Like 9.
Yeah.
Search up 9 movie.
Yeah, fair. Oh.
There it is.
Yeah, this movie is crazy.
This movie is wild.
Nightmare fuel.
Oh, I recognize this movie.
Shane Acker who did this. I think.
Shane Acker.
Story by Shane Acker, who directed it.
Shane Acker.
Shane Acker, yeah. Okay.
Producer is Tim Burton.
Yeah,
Tim
so
Burton.
Tim Burton was
Okay, so
associated.
Yeah.
Makes sense, but yeah, that's still cool. This movie was nightmare fuel. There was like this.
So creepy.
There was this
And
freaking like one creature in the church.
Yeah.
Oh, this thing.
Yeah.
This thing is. Oh,
Nightmare fuel.
literally watching that at like freaking 10 years old. I was like, what in the hell am I
God.
watching?
Well, it's like the whole movie, just the atmosphere of it, and
Yeah.
the feeling you get watching it is just like, like that post-apocalyptic like world. It's just wild, and like,
Terrifying thing.
was there like a whole series of them?
What? No. There's no way.
That's
Those
not-
are just character posters for the 9.
Oh, okay.
Because they're all like.
Right.
They're
That's
numbered.
right. I was gonna say, there's no way, right?
Weird poster, but great movie. Barbarian.
I just watched that on the weekend.
Barbarian. I've yet to see it. What's it like?
It was freaking
It's-
awesome.
It's really good. Like it's my first. I think I need to watch it again just to appreciate it.
I went
for
into that
everything,
movie
but like
knowing nothing.
me too. I went into it knowing
what is it even
absolutely
about?
nothing.
It's about a girl who spends the night in an Airbnb.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. And it's so weird.
It's a horror movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's so like it's so creepy, Like when it first shows up.
Starts, dude.
Oh,
That's what I mean though. That's what I loved about that movie, because I went in like, just when I watch myself, I kind of like hate myself for it, but I also like, it's just a little game I play with myself, that like whenever I start watching a movie, I kind of like immediately start trying to predict in my head where I think the movie's gonna go, just to see how well I can like how well I can guess the story.
Yeah.
But literally that movie is like one of the first movies I watched in a long time where I was just like, that is not at all what I thought. That is not all what I thought was going to happen. And it didn't do that one time. It did it like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Where I was just like, what? What?
It really subverts your expectations.
It is so good. It's so good.
Really good.
I'll have to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's on digital now, isn't it?
It's on Disney Plus too.
Yeah.
Oh, is it really?
Definite recommend.
Oh, maybe I'll watch it then.
Is it on Disney Plus or Prime?
It's on one of them, I think.
It's on Prime, I think,
Prime,
for sure.
probably.
It's on one of them.
I don't know why it'd be on Disney Plus, but
Disney Plus does have a lot of horror.
yeah, I bet like, that's like
There's,
Star, isn't it? But
yeah, it's Star.
There's one movie on, I think it's Shudder is the horror film.
Shudder is the horror
right?
one. Yeah, I don't have Shudder.
So there's this one movie that Jaden was talking to me about. Jaden's my brother. It's of a dude that did like a shit ton of like the big like pictures in the 90s for stop motion. Like he was a massive stop motion guy in the 90s, and he started creating his own movie. And then after like 30 years, like he was teaching or something at a film school, and his film students were like, you should finish it, like we'll help you. And so he decided to finish it, and it's just like, it's a really long movie on Shudder that's like all stop motion, but it looks really good.
What is it called?
I cannot remember the name of it. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me, but I'll try and find it. But it's like... Mad God. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. It looks so good. Apparently there's a lot of scenes in it that are very, like, graphic and gruesome and very just unsettling. But it's like, overall it looks like a great just watch. And then, like, obviously some footage is from 30 years ago when he first started it, and then other footage is from now when he finished it.
Oh, Jurassic Park is there.
Yeah. Like, he was Star Wars, Jurassic Park, like...
I think I've seen posters of this
Yeah.
around Letterboxd
So
and stuff.
he's the guy that did, like, he did all of the stop motion for all scenes in Jurassic Park, and then Spielberg saw the CG and was like, I'd rather do that.
Yeah, I was just about to say, because I was going to say, the stop motion got scrapped from Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he saw I think he saw the shot of the T-Rex in CG versus...
Yeah, because the CG
stop
guys did a
motion.
test on. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, the CG looks so much better.
Wow.
Obviously in the time, so...
There's still a market for using like stop motion animation and even like miniatures in films
That's
nowadays.
what I mean. Like,
And-
like watching this trailer, this looks so good.
It adds a whole level of creativity to the film that you
Absolutely.
sometimes don't see. Like, yes, oh my god, CGI and visual effects takes a whole fucking lot of work to properly pull off and properly do, where it's photorealistic and it looks good for the picture. Not disputing that whatsoever. Like, visual effects artists in the industry get abused, especially by Marvel Studios.
Absolutely.
But
so, yeah,
stop
I really
motion,
want to see that.
yeah, stop motion
like
animation and
appreciating
miniatures,
the craft
bro.
where we came from, right?
Yeah, like I actually just watched Isle of Dogs, I think like a month and a half ago.
Great movie.
Isle of Dogs is
So
good.
good.
It's good.
I love Wes Anderson.
Because he did another one. I didn't watch the other one. Wasn't it Fantastic Mr. Fox? That was also stop
Fantastic
motion.
Mr. Fox is so funny.
It's
I watched
really
behind the
good.
scenes footage of Fantastic Mr. Fox. He fucking, to capture the audio, like the voice of everyone acting, he actually like filmed and recorded people acting around, like running around and like saying stuff, just doing the scenes out in person. That's really smart.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the voice to sound
Yeah.
like what they're doing.
Yeah.
Man, it's so great. I love stop motion, that kind of stuff. I love I mean, obviously they don't hold up as well. Like, you can tell that it's like a stop motion effect, or you can tell that it's like a little like miniature prop. I mean,
I don't
not
think
all
there's
the time.
anything
Miniature
wrong
props
with that.
sometimes look absolutely
Miniatures
stunning.
are
But I agree.
great.
There's sometimes there's not wrong with that. Like, I think that stylistic, artistic look is something that sometimes you maybe want to go for. Like, a random movie, I don't know why I'm referencing this, but this is the one that I can think of. There's a Japanese movie called House. And in that movie, there's a lot of backgrounds where they, like, that are just actual, like, painted pictures that someone just spent time painting, and then they just did, like, camera tricks to make the foreground look like it's way in the front, and then have the background be paintings.
Oh yeah, they did. Matte paintings were very, very popular in the 70s, 60s, 70s,
Yeah,
80s.
that was the only movie I could think of that had that
Like
effect.
how Dune, like the original Dune, did matte paintings for that one shot of the massive ship.
Yeah.
And miniatures.
That's what I mean. Like that, the whole combining art with film is
You
Well,
can do
cool to
everything.
me.
For
Like,
the original Dune, the only way they could get sand to look that fluid was they had to do a miniature because it was actually like powder. Like
Yeah, it wasn't
fine
If you had to
even
wear like
sand.
respirators
It
or
was-
something, because
yeah,
if you breathed it in, you'd
it
like
wasn't
die.
die
Yeah.
because it was glass powder.
That's
it was
what it
glass.
was,
Yeah.
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 That's very.
Or it wasn't like
interesting.
glass. It was like,
It
it
was
was
a
some
very
very
fine
fine
powder
powder
that
that
was-
if you inhaled it, it would kill you.
Yeah, it was sharp. It was something like
I think it was glass.
I think it was glass
it
as
was
well.
glass. Like glass powder.
I still need to
Yeah.
watch the original Dune.
Eh,
Yeah.
you don't need
Eh,
to. Just wait for the Dune Part 2 and then watch
It's-
those.
Yeah, 'cause I don't
It's
know where the story
fun.
goes after Dune Part 1, because I haven't read the book, and I'm not cultured.
Don't spoil it for
Really?
yourself.
Just wait for the second movie?
Just wait for the second one. It will be so much better than.
Do you
Dune.
think Denis Villeneuve is gonna, like, do the other books? Because there's, like, 7 Dune books.
Well, there's
I don't
19
think he
books
wrote the
in total.
There's
I think.
19
I think
books?
So. There's 17 to 19, something like that.
There's no way.
Yeah, look it up. Like look
There
it up.
is no
there's like,
way.
There's like a ton of books, but I don't think they'll
Dune
do.
Bloats?
So that's the thing, Jared. Is all of the books take place over thousands of years, right? So the first 2 books are Paul Atreides' story,
Yeah.
and then Children of Dune, I believe, is just after Paul's death or whatever. Spoilers.
He
Um,
dies.
So
But he's the
basically-
Messiah.
so
He's supposed to
basically,
live forever.
I'm pretty sure the first book is his whole story of becoming the Messiah, and then I think Dune Messiah takes place of kind of what happens after he becomes Messiah, and then also like what his old age and him kind of dying is like.
So, what do you think they're gonna do then? Do you think they're
part
gonna
one,
do movies?
So part 1, part 2, I think is gonna be just the first book.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
And then
It
I
is the
think
first
what
book.
he'll do is finish Paul's story off with probably like a Dune Messiah movie.
Yeah.
You said he
something
wanted
like
to do a
that.
part 3 that was like that took from Dune Messiah but wasn't Dune Messiah.
So then something like that.
I think that's what he
is
said.
probably because I haven't
I
read,
heard something like that.
any of the books either. This is
Yeah.
just all kind of what I've put
It's
together.
all hearsay.
Yeah, hearsay. But
Yeah, 'cause-
you don't need to watch the original. Wait for
The-
part 2 and then go back and watch it.
The new Dune,
I
man.
don't know, man.
It's so good.
the fucking
It's so good.
I like.
their body shields
Hunter,
are pretty gangster.
You say you
Oh,
love Dune, but you fucking missed out not seeing it in IMAX.
Sure,
You fucking missed
but
out.
I've still seen the movie like
Oh.
over 25 times.
Totally, but
I
it
can
was,
recite like every line.
Speaking
in that
of
movie.
seeing the film in IMAX, Top Gun Maverick is coming back to it, baby.
True.
Let's go.
That's fact. That was actually in the news
Top
just
Gun
today.
Maverick.
I'm so hyped.
Between December 2nd and December 15th, Top Gun Maverick is coming back to IMAX theaters until Avatar comes in,
Oh, yeah.
which is very interesting. Like it honestly
Worth-
makes sense as a business move from both Tom Cruise and Paramount Pictures.
Yeah.
Because you want to take advantage of that Christmas market before the Christmas market gets overflown by fucking James Cameron.
Absolutely.
I solemnly believe that there should be a movie theater somewhere constantly playing Top Gun Maverick in IMAX all year round.
Tristan loves it. Tristan
great
loves
movie.
it.
It is
That
a great
movie is
movie.
born
It's
for
so
IMAX.
good.
It's a
so
great
good.
movie.
Movie is
Honestly,
amazing.
like I wouldn't
Visually
mind, like
stunning.
just on one day,
Well
just be like, yeah, like I have the 4K.
I'll probably go see it
I have
again.
the
I
4K
watched it this
Steelbook.
morning.
I have bought the copy.
this
I did. I watched Top Gun Maverick this morning.
Top Gun
I
Maverick
did.
is like is your Dune for me.
Oh, dude, I love Top Gun Maverick so much. God, that fucking final assault scene, they'll line up and God, the planes.
So
Oh,
cool.
so
It's
cool.
Such a well done
So jealous of
movie.
those actors, man.
Yeah,
Getting to be up
well
in those
done.
F-18s.
It's
so
literally
sick.
no, but as a business move though, it's literally them trying to make the final bucks they can before. Well, you never know if Avatar beats them as high.
Well,
as
it's also
grossing
probably
movies
like-
do.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is probably like, this is my last chance to get people to see this movie in IMAX.
Yeah.
Because like, segue to Avatar. Do you guys think it'll be 1 billion or 2 billion?
I think
I
it's
think
nice.
so.
You think so?
I think so.
Do you
Avatar
think it
being
will-
2 billion?
Do you think it
Only
will get
because-
to? Do you
Only
think,
because the first Avatar brought people to theaters that never go to theaters. Example A, my parents. My parents loved the first Avatar. Saw it in theaters like 2-3 times. They never go to the fucking movie theater. Ever. They go maybe
Yeah.
once every 5 years.
like we have our tickets to go see it on Thursday night, the 15th.
Yeah.
I'm hyped.
So it's like my parents are excited for this.
Like, I'm
movie.
so
like
excited for it.
I think majority of the Western world
Yeah.
is very
See,
excited
everyone
to see
out
Avatar.
there that's like shitting Avatar, oh, Avatar's garbage. It's literally just like CGI versions of Pocahontas. And it's gonna be so bad. Avatar 2 is gonna fail. No, it's not gonna fail. You're gonna go see it when everyone else around
I
you goes to
personally
see
will
it.
get
You're gonna
James
be jealous.
Cameron to that $2 billion.
Okay, let's actually talk about that. The movie does not need $2 billion to break even.
No.
It does
No.
not. It does not. I just read it this morning. It needs roughly 800 million. Roughly 800 million to break even, which is still a fuck ton
That's
of money.
crazy, but it will definitely, I think, make that
Easily gonna make it. Easily.
So, like I said,
Avatar
I
is
think
one
it's
of the
going to
greatest
bring
movies of all time.
Well,
a
this is the
lot
thing
of
though.
a lot of people to theaters,
When-
and I think it's going to be the highest. Of
When
all time. Is that what you just said?
Avatar,
Yeah.
What did you just say?
So Avatar, yeah, everyone loves Avatar. I've not met a lot of people that are like, yeah, Avatar's a fucking bad movie.
Exactly.
when Avatar opened, I think opening weekend domestically was 70 million. It's projected with the ticket pre-sales, the opening weekend for Avatar: The Way of Water is over 120 million.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
that's wild.
it's somewhere in the ballpark of 100
I
million.
can't fucking wait though, dude. Literally every time I see a trailer like in the theater, I'm like, oh, nutting, dude. It looks so good.
so excited.
I cannot wait.
Yeah.
to
Did
see
you
it.
go see the re-release? No, you did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm nervous because I
love that movie.
I have thalassophobia, so I'm scared of water. So this is going to be a challenge for me. But
James
I'm
Cameron
so
loves
excited.
the water.
I'm so excited.
Like 3 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah,
3 hours and 10
I'm so
minutes.
gassed. I'm so gassed.
That's wild.
It's gonna be wild.
It's going to be a crazy
Um,
roller coaster.
Yeah, because when I was watching like a 20-minute interview with James Cameron. He was saying Avatar 2, like his written script for Avatar 2 was so big that it's now Avatar 2 and 3. Like,
I'm not
Jesus,
surprised.
man.
which
Yeah,
is crazy.
Doesn't he
That's
have like
crazy.
Avatar like all the way up to like
4 or
5?
5.
Yeah, I
4
think
or
he has
5.
five.
Yeah.
planned.
But that's also like something that's really cool because I heard about like on the set of this movie because there's kids. I guess Jake Sully's kids would be the kids that you're talking about.
Yeah.
They recorded scenes for flashbacks for the future movies.
Yeah,
while recording
they shot
those.
all of 3 and parts of 4.
Yeah.
All of 3 and parts of 4, and he doesn't even know if 4 is going to be done.
That's what I mean.
He doesn't even know, 'cause
He's
if-
planning so far ahead in the future about these
Because
movies.
if 2
that
and
I'm like,
3 do bad, 4 and 5 will get canceled. He said that. So
I just don't think they're going to do
I
bad.
mean, I hope they don't do bad. I hope they get some good reception
I don't
because
think they will.
Like,
And that's the thing is, even if the second one gets not good reception, they're still gonna make enough money to make a third one.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
he'll probably listen to the criticisms, whatever.
But
blah,
that's
blah,
funny
blah.
though. You say they'll make enough money to make a third one. They already have made it.
There you go.
Yeah,
right?
it's gonna come out.
Exactly. And that's the thing is, the second one is I think it's gonna be the highest grossing
yeah.
movie of all time.
It's gonna destroy.
It's gonna
like,
destroy everything.
it's gonna destroy
else.
Top Gun Maverick. And Top Gun
yeah.
Maverick is fucking great. It deserved
Yeah.
all its money to make.
Absolutely.
But
It's
easily.
gonna do so good. Dwayne the Rock Johnson's gonna make an Instagram video congratulating
Yeah. Yeah.
about how it beat out Black Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good sport though.
It is good sport,
Dwayne
but it's
Johnson's
also
a good
like
sport.
it's also just so weird for him to like.
Speaking of getting her ass,
No one asked him. No one asked him to do that. Like it's just weird for him to be like. It's just also kind of weird for Dwayne the Rock Johnson to be so like on the numbers with his fans, being like, "Yeah, guys, we did like 400 million in this box office weekend. We're gonna do like maybe 100 million more this next weekend." It's just weird for him to be like so talking about the revenue with his fans like publicly.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, it almost comes off in a way that he is about the money in it.
Yeah.
Not so much about the content. Like, he's like, I loved doing the film. It was great. We made $400 million in the box office. I'm like, okay, why are you
So-
bringing money into this?
I went and saw Black Adam last week. I didn't pay for it. I had free movie passes, so I knew that was when to go see Black Adam.
Dwayne, he's cucking you. You didn't beat Black Panther because of him.
I don't understand. I know you guys haven't seen it, but like
I'm also the cucking you. I didn't see the movie. So.
Yeah, me neither.
Black Adam, there was like literal musical sequences, like with like the most random music playing during this. There's an intense action scene where he's like flying around, blowing helicopters up and killing people, and there's like I forget what song it was. I want to say it was like a Beatles song playing in the background while he's like slaughtering a whole bunch of fucking henchmen.
Hell yeah.
And I'm just like, why? And it's like an epic slow motion. It's like trying to be Zack Snyder while also trying to be James Gunn.
it
but
sounds
also
it sounds
trying-
exactly like Harley Quinn, like going
Yeah,
off scenes.
it's like it's really trying to
Very
be like
stylized slow motion murder.
yeah. It happened a couple times in the movie. I was like, this does not feel like Black Adam. Like I know not a whole lot of people like no Black Adam, but
Johnson.
like
Going off.
and also there's like the side characters. There's always those stupid side characters in so many superhero movies. Like no one really gives a shit about, and
Yeah.
those are very prominent in
Like
Black
the,
Adam.
what was it, Riri?
Huh?
In the Wakanda Forever, the scientist chick,
Oh,
Yeah.
random side
Yeah.
character.
Black,
Random side character.
I don't know. I thought Black Adam was fun. I can say that a lot. If a movie can be fun, but it can be bad.
Yeah.
It was fun.
That wasn't even fun. That was just.
Okay, I don't know if you can see it. But yeah, it was a poster to the first Suicide Squad movie. Yeah,
Hey man, that movie's got an Oscar.
it does have an Oscar. Does Black Adam have an Oscar?
No.
We don't know yet.
Hey, Dwayne, you got an Oscar?
Not yet. No, he's gonna get an Oscar for VFX.
Oh, hell yeah.
There's no chance. There's no way that. I guess what VFX heavy movies came out this year?
It's gonna be Avatar.
Oh.
Avatar will win the visual effects Oscar.
Are they even getting into the Oscars this year?
Yeah, it came out this year.
I guess that's fair. I guess it's early December.
Yep. If it comes out in 2022 at all, it's valid for the Oscars.
Fair. I thought there was like a cutoff for like
No,
next
the cutoff
year.
is December 31st.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
What other movies did come out that were VFX heavy?
VFX heavy
Like, what would be contenders for the Oscars?
for Best Picture or visual effects.
Visual effects.
Ugh. Probably Nope.
Oh yeah. Nope.
I would say Nope would be a visual effects Best Director.
Yeah,
maybe
that-
Best Picture
Oh
nomination.
god, that's
too.
right. Nope is so good too.
No, it
Ugh.
was fantastic.
There's a lot of people don't like that movie, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I get it, but also I don't get it. Like, just like the movie, like it's
Well, that's the
amazing.
thing is, I think too many people were expecting the Get Out or the Us.
What do you think? Everything
right?
Everywhere All at Once. That might get nominated for a couple things.
I still haven't seen
Oh,
it.
that movie will probably get nominated for
I know.
quite a couple of things.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Looks
Best
so good.
Directors.
Yeah, best director. Maybe best actress.
Best Actor
Yeah,
for what's his face that plays Short Round in Indiana
short round.
Jones.
He's coming back. Oh, he'd be like best like supporting actor though, wouldn't he?
Yeah. That one scene, dude, where he's like, in another life, I would
I guess
like
he is
to
kind of an actor. Though, his main role.
work in a laundromat with you. That's a good scene. So, Everything Everywhere All at Once is a good film.
It's a really good film. Emotional, funny,
Yeah, I need to see it.
full of action.
Would you consider Everything Everywhere All at Once and Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness to be twin movies?
No.
No.
I haven't even
Multiverse
seen
of Madness does
Everywhere
not
All
nearly
at
have
Once,
as
but-
much heart and soul as that.
Well, because like there's always twin movies like every other year and everyone, but like they're two multiverse movies.
Multiverse of Madness was fun, but like, I actually liked Multiverse of Madness.
A lot of people don't.
I didn't hate it. I thought it was like, there were some things I didn't really like, but I had no problem with it. I had fun watching the movie.
Yeah,
Like-
I had fun watching it, but I wouldn't say I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like the only thing that I'll really say I'll give it like a lot of props for is I'm blanking on her name. Wanda.
Elizabeth Olsen?
Oh, Wanda?
Oh, yeah, her performance because
Yeah.
she did really fantastic.
Oh, that's true. That's what I mean though. That's why I liked it because she was so creepy in that movie.
Yeah.
Like they added like a little element of like horror with her, and I was like,
Absolutely.
that was really fun. That was really cool. She was actually like genuinely kind of spooky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like that scene when she pulls up in Comertage and she like gets into the magician's head. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah,
that stuff was
stuff.
definitely cool.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
I just haven't been enjoying Marvel recently, but I think that's just my personal kind of getting over or being
It's
over
fair.
superhero stuff.
That's fair.
And it's like that's just kind of what mainstream stuff is
Well, it's also
all
just kind of
about
like-
right now.
It's all just kind of up in the air right now too with Marvel.
Yeah,
Like
true.
they don't know what they're
True.
doing with like Spider-Man because they have to renew Tom Holland's contract.
No, they did.
Oh, they did?
They do. Spider-Man 4 is like in the works.
Oh, cool. There you go. They figured out
Yeah.
Spider-Man. But then again, they just have to like quickly rewrite all this stuff with like Chadwick Boseman. They have to like rewrite a bunch of stuff with Multiverse of Madness because of like pushing
Sony
back of
refusing
like
to
Sony
change.
pushing back with like No Way Home, and like it's just been very chaotic, obviously over there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't really want to talk too much about She-Hulk, but She-Hulk's ending was something else to say the least about how chaotic it is over at fucking Marvel Head Studios right now.
Speaking of endings, podcast is hour 40 minutes. Not too bad.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Hour 40.
we'll cut some stuff out of this.
Um,
Yeah, we can
but yeah.
get wrapping up
Yeah,
here.
wrapping up here. This is a solid first episode.
Yeah.
We got to talk about we got to talk about us, what we've done, what we're doing.
Yeah,
that's-
We quickly before we go.
Oh
should
yeah.
we talk about what we've been watching? Any recommendations, stuff like that?
I guess we wanted to do like the roll a movie for next week.
Yeah.
we
Okay.
can do
So so what we're gonna do for future podcasts is we're gonna go on Letterboxd. I think my watch list, one of our watch lists.
I don't have.
And we're
I don't
gonna-
really have one.
Okay, so my watch list.
Yours
We're gonna
watch
go
list.
on a watch list, and we're gonna shuffle a random movie on there, and then with that random movie, whatever the first one is, we'll look to watch that movie, and then talk about it next week. So it could be any movie. I have a lot of movies on my watch list, so
Yeah.
not to worry there. And then obviously, if you want to watch the movie too, you're more than welcome to watch the movie. Where the fuck is Letterboxd? Oh, it's right
First
here.
half.
All right.
Watch list. All right, what's our next week talk about?
I'm so excited.
Shuffle. Number 1. Lord of War.
Lord of War.
War.
Have you guys heard of that?
No,
I
It's a
don't know.
Netflix movie. No, it's not a Netflix movie. It's on Netflix.
Netflix made this.
Yeah, it's on Netflix or Amazon.
It's on Amazon. Looks like.
Well, I guess, yeah, Lord of War. We'll watch that. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it next week.
Sweet.
Lord of War. Okay, cool.
All right. Well,
Andrew Nicoli starring Nicolas Cage.
Awesome.
Well, yeah, cool. That's our
That's our next
kind of our
week's
first
episode.
podcast. Thank you for tuning in. If you tuned in and actually got this far,
Yeah, if you
listen
made
to
it
us
to the end, thank
ramble
you.
for over an hour.
Very nice.
Yeah, thanks for listening to our story. I hope you
this episode's probably much longer than the other ones are going to be. since
Yeah.
hope
we're
you
going
sticked
long.
around for this whole thing. Yeah, we'll have more stuff for you in the future. Hope you stick around for it. Thanks for watching.
Stay tuned.
Love you, miss you. Bye.
See you later.
Bye.